She's the light that you see from the highway. Paper ticket, good for a ride. She'll spin you around and around till you're dizzy and get off and come right back in front of the line. She's a feeling of days getting longer, the burn of the soda she secretly spikes, and she's a great shot and she'll win you a teddy bear, and she'll laugh when you tell her that you're still afraid of heights. And up in the air she'll show you the lights of the next town, and you'll dream of the things you don't see from the ground. She's on to the next town, on to the next town, on to the next town. Yeah, like a carnival. She's empty pavement, those last muddy footsteps. She's the grass that couldn't survive the weight of machinery towed by the trucks that packed up and pulled out in the cool of a midsummer night. And that teddy bear's just cheap cardboard covered in felt. So it sits at the back of your shelf. She's on to the next town, on to the next town, on to the next town. Yeah, like a carnival. If only there was a way that you could bottle up your feeling, then you drink it in when the days are short and you She is the hope that's eternally springing, the merry-go-round that you never outgrow. She's on to the next town, on to the next town, on to the next town. Yeah, like a carnival. Thank you so much.
So this is my very first tour of the United Kingdom. And this is night 8, 9? This is our ninth show. There's been so many that I can't keep track. And we've got one more to go. We're playing in Margate on Sunday, and we've gotten to see just an amazing, amazing swath of the country. We started in Brighton, we went all the way up to Leeds and York, and then came back down to London today. And today's my birthday, so happy to be spending it all here with you all at the Muddy Puddle. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. I wrote this next song about being an introvert. Which the last 2 weeks has been a test of my introversion. People often ask me how I can perform and do everything, and I tell them I go home and I retreat into my silence and I stay there until it's time for the next show. So when I get home from this tour, I will be staying in silence for probably the rest of the summer in my house. This is called Wallflower.
Noticing everything, noticed by none, carefully camouflaged. Always safe in your garden, the one hopefully watching and waiting, blending. I know you hate it. Wildflower, disappear in the spaces between, and hide all your brilliance, color and cracks. They have to know where they look to be seen. And it's okay, it's okay. The dance ain't as cool as it seems. Wildflower, disappear. One eye on the exit, and what on the clock, always counting down. Looked in and smiled at her laugh. Just make sure that it's never too loud. You're there in the picture, singing along, pretending you know the words to the song. Wildflower, disappear in the spaces between, and hide all your brilliance, color and cracks. They have to know where they live to be seen. And it's okay, it's okay. The dance ain't as cool as it seems. Wildflower, disappear. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one who doesn't wanna be here. Why does it feel like I'm the only one who doesn't wanna be here? Wildflower, disappear in the spaces between, and hide all your brilliance, color and cracks. They have to know where to live to be seen. Wildflower, disappear in the spaces between, and hide all your brilliance, color and cracks. They have to know where to live to be seen. And it's okay, it's okay. The dance ain't as cool as it seems. Wildflower, disappear.
Thank you so much. So Carnival, the album that I released at the end of last year, was a milestone for me for a couple of reasons. One, it was the first full-length album that I've released in over a decade. And I'll tell more about that story in a little bit. But the other reason was that because I'm an introvert, a lot of the songs on Carnival were a revelation, and that they were things that I had been afraid to say out loud, either to other people or to myself, for a very long time. And this next song is a perfect example of that. This is called Pretty. He had his father's eyes, he had his father's temper, and he wanted me all to himself. When you're barely past 18, not used to the attention, it's so easy to fall under his spell. And you learn how quickly fairy tales become so cautionary. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one who tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty. How could you be so smart? How could you be so stupid to equate to mistake possession for true love? So he cut the cable and I catch the bruises covered, and I starved myself, I made myself so small. Oh, and I learned how quickly fairy tales become so cautionary. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one who tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty. Now I'm spiraling again, I can't stop. Stockholm Syndrome, it's a place that I know all too well. When you give all your grace away to those who don't deserve it, there's no saving grace for yourself. Oh, man, you fall for the first one. You fall for the first one. You fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one. Don't fall for the first one who tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty, tells you you're pretty. He told me I'm pretty. He told me I'm pretty. Told me I'm pretty. Thank you. So after I released that song a little over a year ago, I got a lot of really positive feedback. You know, as a songwriter, the best feeling is when someone reaches out to you and says, you know, that song really struck a chord with me, and, you know, you can connect over it, or they had a similar experience. And so that was wonderful. And I got one negative piece of feedback, and it came in the form of an anonymous text message in the middle of the night. And I woke up the next morning and I got it and I read it, and it said, "The guy in the new song that you just released, I don't think that you're being fair to him." And I thought, that's interesting. We have a difference of opinion there. And I broke into a cold sweat and wondered how my phone number was that easy to find. So I took some steps to fix that. And then I got really angry, and I wrote this next song. And this is called Call Your Wife. Does she know you got drunk and started to wonder and looked at my number 3 weeks ago? You never admitted the damage that you did, so you got mad that pretty, cut straight to the bone. You say I'm being unfair. If you're so innocent, why are you scared? Breathing your rarefied air, blissfully ignorant, completely aware. It's okay, you'll be fine if I don't pick up at 12:45. About my favorite team, well, they called you a hero on every front page. You spent all your money on some fake MD. Well, your sociopathy continues to rage. You say I'm being unfair. There's cracks in your ego too deep to repair. Hoping that she's unaware. I bet she's also got stories to share. It's okay, you'll be fine if I don't pick up at 12:45. When the guilt hits you alive, call your wife, call your wife. It's okay, you'll be fine if I don't pick up at 12:45. When the guilt hits you alive, call your wife, call your wife. So sleep tight, and I just might call your wife, call your wife. I have not gotten a text message since, believe it or not. I woke up today and the sun refused to shine. Everything's gray, makes you think it's all a sign, but I didn't mind. No, I didn't mind. No, I didn't mind. The sun won't shine. That's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know. It's how I know. It's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know. It's how I know.
guess this time it's not pretend. Got my invite today. Glad that we can still be friends. I know she won't mind. I know she won't mind. I know she won't mind when I'm wearing white, and that's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. It's how I know, it's how I know, it's how I know I'm over you. Thank you. How many boxes does it take to divide up a life and give one half away? So you carelessly pack, 'cause what's already broken can't break. Why does it feel like the choices of who gets the knife set, the mattress, the whole picture frames are harder than choosing to leave in the first place? It must have been after the 15th box I lost count. I wasn't sorry then, but I'm sorry now. How close is too close when you move away from the house that you shared and the memories you made? Well, I know the answer. I made that mistake. I park in the same parking lot of the same grocery store, and I sit at the stoplight the same as before. I decided that I wanted more, but there's one single street that I can't bring myself to turn down. Oh, I wasn't sorry then, but I'm sorry now. I tell myself over and over that people, they come and they go. You were one of the good ones, and now I know. I tell myself over and over that people, they come and they go. You were one of the good ones, and now I know. How long is too long for a person to wait till they say all the things that I wanted to say? Truth be told, I'm not sure what difference it make, but still you deserve to hear me say these words out loud. Oh, I wasn't sorry then, but I'm sorry now. Oh, I wasn't sorry then, but I'm sorry now.
you so much. Did you break a string on that one? Oh my gosh. Wasn't expecting it on the gentle song. Steve wasn't even shredding back here. Let's mix it up and then do some of your acoustic stuff, and then you can change the string during the break. Do you play Reno on acoustic or electric?
Fine. I do it on electric.
Let's do the acoustic stuff. We'll mix up our set a little bit since Steve's guitar has decided for us. You must have really been wailing on that solo.
Got a really good bend in there.
Do you have an extra string?
I do.
Okay, good. So we're mixing it up. So this is going back in time a little bit. I released an EP of kind of Americana tinged songs in 2022. It actually just turned 3 years old this week, and heavily influenced by my moving southward in the U.S. I grew up in upstate New York, so kind of in the Northeast. Spent a lot of time in Boston, which is where I met Dan here on the drums, and then I moved to D.C. About 15 years ago, and there's a lot of kind of southern influences down there. It doesn't always feel like the South, but it is considered a southern state or territory or whatever, and listen to a lot of kind of bluegrass and Americana and country music, and it's kind of seeped into my songwriting. And so I had the idea for this song on a flight home from my very first trip to Nashville. The phrase, "Don't start something you can't finish," popped into my head, and it took a couple years, and the rest of the song came out after that. You can't stop a fire from burning, put out a cigarette. You can pour the whiskey down the drain, but it's the taste you won't forget. I can't unfall in love with you. Don't you think that for a minute? So don't be starting something that you can't finish. You can't stop a train from running, train or riverbed. You can't stop a song from playing, but still hear it in your head. I can't help but picture how this ends, though I know it's just beginning. So don't be starting something that you can't finish. Once the bullets left the gun, once the arrows have been slung, there's no army in the world that can protect me like you can. You can walk away, walk away. You can stop a heart from breaking, no tears will ever fall. You can't stop from feeling sorry, nothing ventured, nothing lost. You don't have to
a single word. Nothing needs to be forgiven. If you don't be starting something that you can't finish, so don't be starting something. Don't be starting something. Don't be starting something that you can't finish.
Thank you so much. So what happens if you break a string on that one?
I'm out of guitars.
Then you have to go home. You have to go home to the United States. Let's do Come Tomorrow, right? That's on acoustic too. So this next song is another deep cut from the Juliet Lloyd catalog. And this song I'm going to dedicate to one of my very, very most favorite people in the entire world, Miss Samantha Flynn, who's here all the way from Chicago. She came out to join the tour. So Samantha and I met in graduate school 16, 17 years ago, something like that. Yeah, when we were 5 years old. We were very advanced for our age. And it was shortly after I had kind of made a go of being a professional singer-songwriter, and I got really burned out as an independent. It was really difficult. It was before social media was a thing, and I really struggled to kind of figure out what does success look like for me, and is this really how I want to spend my life? And so I ultimately stepped back from music for a little bit and went to graduate school. And I was about maybe two months in to grad school, and one of the songs that I had released, this next song, got picked up and put in a couple of reality television shows on MTV and VH1. And really, really trashy TV shows, but it was still cool to see my music on TV. And that's what this next song is. This is called Come Tomorrow, and it was one of the last songs I wrote before I made that decision, so you can kind of hear in the lyrics me questioning about whether this is what I want to spend my life pursuing, and when success was going to happen for me.
I've been waiting on an answer to something that's been on your mind. They tell you to be patient, that all will be revealed in time. You keep on treading water, just waiting for the tide to turn, and wondering all the while, when will it get easier? Come tomorrow. Tomorrow, come You count up every sacrifice you've made, but don't you ever stop believing that it's worth it all someday. Come tomorrow, come tomorrow, come tomorrow, and leave today to yesterday. Come tomorrow, come tomorrow, come tomorrow, and leave today to yesterday.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you can play on acoustic?
Yeah, play whatever.
We'll do one more song and then give Steve a chance to change his string so that we can come back with all of our rock and roll stuff in the second set. What do you want? Can you do it now?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to do a brand new song now. So this song just came out a couple weeks ago, right before we left for the tour. And I wrote this. So my last album, Carnival, was a lot of very personal stories and based on a lot of real life experiences. And then I got kind of bored about writing about myself. And the next couple of songs were more inspired by things that I've read, movies that I've watched, that sort of thing. And so this next song is kind of a little bit of both. So it's inspired by a city in the United States called Reno, Nevada, which is famous for having these things called divorce ranches in the 1950s and 60s. And it was a place where if you lived there for 6 weeks, it was one of the only places in the States where you could get a no-fault divorce. So a lot of rich socialite women and men would go to Reno and stay on these ranches for 6 weeks and gamble and party and have fun. And then at the end of the 6 weeks, they could get their divorce. And I was just fascinated by this story. I thought it's so evocative, it's so interesting. And so I wrote a song about it. And what they called it at the time was, it was kind of code. They would say they're going to get their Reno cure. And that was code for, I'm going to go travel to Reno for 6 weeks and get my divorce. So here's a song called Reno Cure.
It was the very last thing she bought with his money. A fuck you shade of cherry red. A blood stain on white and silver. It's rust at the bottom of the river. One more rain from a dime store laid to rest. It was the very first thing she did when she got there. Turn her face to the desert sun. She likes how it burns her skin, how it feels to feel something, anything. Whispers turn to blisters, turn to dust. piece of advice the judge gave her. Better luck next time, kid. From the altar to slumped over slot machines, he thought he could bet against the queen. No, no, the house won't win again. When it's a blessing till it's a curse, when it's for better till it all gets worse. I'll get mine and she'll get hers. Gonna drive out to Nevada and get that Reno cure. I'm gonna drive all night. When it's a blessing till it's a curse, when it's for better till it all gets worse. I'll get mine and she'll get hers. Gonna drive out to Nevada and get that Reno cure. Gonna drive out to Nevada and get that Reno cure.
There's a song called The Spring, and it's gone over really well here because I've heard that everybody curses the weather here. And there's a line in the song that says, "You made me hate this fucking weather." So every time that comes up, you are more than welcome to sing it along with us.
When did it become the spring? When did it become the spring? The colors came back and covered up the black. I wasn't ready for the sun. I missed the January moon. When did all the jasmine bloom? The snow turned into rain before I had a chance to blame the ice in my lungs. And you only water in the winter when your shadow covers all that glitters. And when the sun comes out, she still remembers how you left her. You made me hate this fucking weather.
Now you know where it goes this time.
Remember how it feels to fall. I don't miss the leaves at all. Falling, falling, falling. I spend every day inside, 'cause I don't want the light to uncover everything. And you only water in the and you only want her in the winter when your shadow covers all that glitters, and when the sun comes out, she still remembers how you left her. You made me hate this fucking weather. You made me hate this fucking weather. It's cathartic, right? You made me hate this fucking weather. You made me hate this London weather. You made me hate this fucking weather. You made me hate this fucking weather.
Excellent job on that one. The very first night we played that song in Brighton, and after the show, this sound woman, she came up and she said, you know, everybody in England is going to want to sing that line because everyone shares that sentiment. And then a couple nights later, I had a guy come up to me after the show, and he said, that song's not actually about the weather, right? It's not. Like, you're right, it's not.
Sure.
So this next song is called High Road. And this was the song that for me, I mentioned kind of stepping away from music for a while. And it turns out that all it took was a global pandemic and somebody to really piss me off to get me back into writing songs. So that's what this song came from, an interaction that I had with a fellow musician in the greater DC area who I introduce the song very differently when I'm in DC because I have to be very vague about, what it's about. But here I've been saying, it's about this musician named Dave. And I realize it's being videotaped tonight, so this may make its way back to him, but whatever. And I wrote this about that feeling that you get when you really want to tell somebody what you think about them, and you just don't. You hold it inside, and it doesn't feel great sometimes. So this is called High Road.
There's a weight, a kind of burden that always follows me around. That's the thing they never tell you. To keep your dignity means closure's never found. Of all the words I could have written, pages full of ammunition, still I chose to hold my tongue instead. 'Cause I took the high road. So why is it that I still feel so low? You go on, and I'm the wiser, making all your same mistakes again. And I feel an obligation to stop the things I know I can't prevent. I may have spared your reputation by avoiding confrontation. There's a thank you sing, but every day I choose to hold it in. Yeah, 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 yeah. I gotta sing, oh, I can sing, but every day I choose to hold it in. I can sing, I can sing, yeah, but each and every day I make the choice to hold it in, yeah. Cause I took the high road, so why is it that I still feel so low? Yeah, I took the high road, so why is it that I still feel so low? I feel so low.
Thank you so much. So it turns out that the guy that inspired that song, he is the gift that keeps on giving, because he inspired another song that was on Carnival. He just keeps behaving in ways that I find objectionable. And I got a little tired of taking the high road, and so this one is a little bit more pointed. And this is called Search Your Soul.
I heard a rumor the other day, another jewel in your crown had gotten away, and I am not ashamed to say, oh, that made me happy. In your funhouse mirror, you see what you see. Your history is the ones I always repeat. You sent another woman into therapy. Oh, did that make you happy? Oh, 1, 2, 3, are you scared that the lies get longer, longer? 1, 2, 3, are you scared that our voices are stronger? When you gonna search your soul? When I gotta search your soul? When I gonna search your soul? Search your soul. When I gotta search your soul? You got 2 columns in the score you keep, crediting yourself with every selfish good deed, and hiding faster than a dime when you disagree. Oh, so I didn't say it, but I'm saying it now. 1, 2, 3, are you scared that the line's getting longer, longer? 1, 2, 3, are you scared that our voices are stronger? When you gonna search your soul? Search your soul. When longer. 1, 2, 3, are you scared that our voices are stronger? When you gonna search your soul, search your soul. When you gonna search your soul. When you gonna search your soul, search your soul. When you gonna search your soul. When you gonna search your soul, search your soul. When you gonna search your soul. When you gonna search your soul, search your soul. When you gonna search your soul. Search your soul. Search your soul. When you gonna search your soul. Search your soul. When you gonna I heard a rumor the other day. Oh, and that made me happy.
Thank you. I'm not sure if he knows that one's about him. But if he's watching on YouTube, he will. We're going to go back in time a little bit here for this next one. So this is a song called Ghost Light, and this is my pandemic anthem. I wrote this about the resilience of the arts coming out of the pandemic, inspired by a ghost light is the term for a light bulb that stays lit in the middle of an otherwise dark theater, and it has some kind of superstitious elements to it, but also practically it just keeps you from tripping over things in the dark. And I really liked that as a symbol of the resilience of the arts and coming back better than ever. And it was also the very first song that I wrote coming back to songwriting. I was very inspired by the idea that it's still there, right? It's still there even if you can't see it. And I intended for this to be a charity single, like We Are the World. And I wanted it to benefit this theater nonprofit education organization in DC that's very close to my heart. And it came out in 2021, and I think to date it's raised about $55 on streaming. And so I'm just waiting a little while longer before I cut that big ceremonial check to the organization. And I always tell everybody, if you go home and you stream it on repeat for like the next year, then by this time next year I can write a check for like $65. This is called Ghost Light.
Time capsule echoes out a song that goes unsung. We said our goodbyes, not knowing when the next hello would come. And we're all frozen, waiting in the wings, but I'll still be here, I'll still be here. Ghost light, I'll still be here, I'll still be here. Ghost light, sit, waiting in the wings.
Thank you. So go home and stream that one on repeat, and I'll be able to cut a check to my good friends at the Theater Lab for $65 next year. What are we doing? I've lost my place. All right, this next song is very special for me because for the same reason that this tour has been very special, which is it's an opportunity for me to play again with my good friend Dan on drums. So I was telling a couple of you the story of how Dan and I met. We were classmates together at Berklee College of Music in Boston. How long ago? 20 years ago? 20 years ago, when we were babies. And this whole trip really was kind of born out of a conversation that we had during the pandemic. And I was like, wouldn't it be fun to play together again? And so that was how the idea was born. And 5 or 6 years later, here we are. So give it up for Dan Graham on drums. And this next song was on an album called Leave the Light On which Dan was the drummer. And so it's extra special to get to play this song together after all of these years. The very first night that we played it in Brighton, we hadn't played together in probably about 15 years. And it was just like riding a bicycle. It was just like, or trying on, I think I made the analogy of trying on your favorite pair of jeans and having it just fit perfectly. And that's what it feels like to play with Dan because he's so spectacular. So this is called Drive Away. I pack my bags for paradise, where all the dreamers go. I sold my soul for a one-way flight and held on tight to hope. The local tyrants of 3. We descended to the ground at 12:15. I stepped outside, and the rain came pouring down. It's not the way everybody said things would go. So tell me why I'm soaking to the bone. If you're headed in on the 405 and see now that I have a rain, drive away. If you're looking to find something better, save your dreaming for another day and drive away. Drive away. Maybe someday you'll pass me by, still standing in the rain. I'll be the one that's standing on the corner of the sunset. Yeah, I might have been. It's not the way everybody said things would go. So tell me why I'm soaking to the bone. Now if you're headed in on the 405 and see now that I have a rain, drive away. Now if you're looking to find something better, save your dreaming for another day and drive away. Drive away. Thank you so much. I want to also introduce the fabulous guitarist up here with me. This is Steve Quintillion on guitar. And I've been saying for the past week and a half that not only is he a wonderful guitarist and singer, but he's also a wonderful left-hand side of the road driver.
It's a new skill.
Hit the ground running. We rented a keyboard for some of our other shows and had to pick it up pretty much as soon as we landed a week ago Monday. And so that was just like ripping the Band-Aid off, navigating London streets to try to pick up this keyboard. And I think in the entirety of the time we've been here, we've been honked at only 3 times.
I only got stuck down one blind alley in Winchester, so.
Yes, we had to do a little reverse there. And right now the car is safely parked in a very, very small spot that we will not be moving from until Sunday morning when we leave for Margate, because it's just, once it's in there, it's like, you know what, I don't want to touch it. But kudos to Steve on mastering driving on the left-hand side. You might have a little trouble when you get back to the States. Well, Megan, we're not going back. Who am I kidding? We're going to do another new one now. This song was inspired by the movie Free Willy. Which is, it's so funny. There's only been, I think, one time when I said that, and there was a bunch of like younger folks in the room, and they looked at me blankly. I thought, how do you not know that movie? But this, of course, is the classic movie from the mid-1990s, I think. And interestingly, there was a real-life story that I was completely unaware of until about 6 months ago about the real-life efforts to return the whale that played Willie to the wild. And it's spoiler alert, it's not a good story. It doesn't end particularly well. But it was just fascinating to see humanity, which, we took him from the wild in the first place and put him into captivity, and then sort of forced him back out and thought, this will be a good idea. And it just sort of got me thinking about the relationship between what you think is right to do versus what is the kind thing to do, and all the complexities that come with that. And I tried to distill that into this song. There was a quote from the story, and it said, "We were trying to train him to be wild again." And I thought that was such a strange thing to say. How do you train something to be wild? And that's what this song is about. This is called Wild Again.
Take a wayward heart, pull the whole thing apart, leave the pieces in the dark, in a cardboard box. Take everything that you desire, wrap it up in razor wire, set the whole damn thing on fire till the longing stops. You can't make something again. You can't make something wild again. It's in your nature to try and make it. Soon as the will is spent, you can't make something wild again. Shake him with the hand of God. He might run around the block, but he'll never leave. Isn't it cruel? Isn't it kind? We think we know what's best. We trade freedom for time. You can't make something wild again. You can't make something wild again. It's in your nature to try and make it. Soon as the will is spent, It's a selfish act to give the blue sky back when you're the reason why it rains. So kill the curious and the wanderlust. So many souls out there to save. You can't make something wild again. You can't make something wild again. It's in your nature to try again. Soon as the will is bent, you can't make something wild again.
Thank you. We're going to do just a couple more tunes. I want to say a huge thank you to Phoebe and the amazing team here at the Muddy Puddle. This has just been fabulous. What an amazing room. I just love this space. Thank you all so much for coming out and spending your, it's Friday, right? Spending your Friday evening here with us. This tour has just been absolutely wonderful, and I just appreciate the chance to meet so many new faces, and that you came out and took a chance on somebody that you had never heard of before, and that just means so much. So thank you all for coming out. We're going to do a song. Like many of my songs, start with a kernel of truth, and then I embellish it for dramatic or comedic effect. And I like to say that pretty much every word of this one is actually true. And I wrote this about the ways that we change ourselves when we're in new relationships, the new weird hobbies that you take on because your partner's interested in it, the new foods that you eat, or the foods that you stop eating, depending on the case, because your partner is on a particular diet. Those sorts of things. I've had people come up and tell me, oh, I took up rock climbing, or I got a motorcycle, which is part of the next song that you'll hear. So this is called Motorcycle and Tattoo Sleeve.
I found out my ex now drives a motorcycle, and his left arm is covered in a giant tattoo sleeve. As I recall, he'd never drive a mile above the limit, and he'd pass out anytime someone would lead. Now I heard they've got a farm outside this city. He was never one to spend much time outside, so it's no coincidence that tattoo matches the one that's on the arm of his new wife. Isn't this love? Oh, isn't this love? The things that you take on and all the things that you give up, all the ways you compromise till you could hardly recognize what you've become. I may have got it all wrong, and I haven't learned a thing, but I know my ex has got a motorcycle and a tattoo sleeve. Now I've listened to so many bands I've hated. I learned the rules of hockey and pretend to love the game. I'm practically a vegan, though my favorite food is cheese. I'm inconsistent and consistently insane. Oh, isn't this love? I haven't learned a thing, but I know my ex has got a motorcycle and a tattoo sleeve. Isn't this love? Ooh, isn't this love? Maybe love's just an extended midlife crisis. It makes you question every single thing you thought you'd ever knew. Or maybe all our choices lead us where we're supposed to be. We're all just doing the best that we can do. Isn't this love? Oh, isn't this love? The things that you take on and all the things that you give up, all the ways you compromise till you could hardly recognize what you become. I may have got it all wrong, and I haven't learned a thing, but maybe he was always meant for that motorcycle and that tattoo sleeve.
Thank you so much. Well, we have come to our last song of the evening. Thank you all so much again for coming out. Thanks to the Muddy Puddle for having us, and to Phoebe and the whole team here for making us sound great, and for filming tonight's performance for YouTube. So be on the lookout for that to come out. And give it up one more time for Steve and Dan. And I'm going to kick them off stage for this last one. This is a very deep cut. This is a song that came out, my very first album came out 20 years ago this year, and it was called All Dressed Up, and it's out of print now, but you can still find it on streaming. I have all of my other albums here tonight on CD if you're interested, as well as some really cool 2025 UK tour t-shirts. I only have a few of them left, and I want to go home with an empty backpack. So, and I got 2 more shows to do it. But this last song is called Lullaby, and I just thank you all so much again for coming out.
It's closing time, the end of another day. So close your eyes, let your thoughts drift away. And sleep by me peacefully tonight. When the morning comes, I'll be gone. I don't have time to explain all the reasons why. So it's time now to play one last lullaby. So sleep by me peacefully tonight. When the morning comes, of what we had and what it seemed. And baby, your heart won't break. I've tried so many times before, but couldn't make it out the door. This will be my last mistake. It's the easy way to go, but harder than you'll ever know. So sleep by me peacefully tonight. When the morning comes, I know I'll be gone. When